One of the best parts of motorized recreation is how all-encompassing it is for almost any level of activity. You can get anything from a leisurely trail ride in a side-by-side, all the way up to a heart-pounding experience hitting jumps in a dirt bike. In the past, Jorgensen's annual First Ride only included the latter. This year, however, they decided to open things up a bit more to help break the cabin fever for everyone.
So this is the first year Jorgensen's has had side-by-sides included in the First Ride. The First Ride itself's been happening for, I think, over 40 years now. So it's kind of all started with some local boys over in Richfield, and they come in on their motorcycles. But as more and more clientele are moving over to side-by-sides, we thought we'd accommodate that. And we had a good turnout for the first time.
While the bikes headed down to Warner Valley to enjoy the whoops and the hills below the cliffs, Jorgensen's took the UTVs up to Sand Hollow to enjoy the mix of every kind of riding one could ask for.
You've got sand terrain, rock terrain, some dirt riding, fun spot to bring the family. So this is an ideal spot for an all-around experience for the outdoors and off-roading.
We started doing Double Sammy trail a few years ago. It's actually one of my personal favorite trails. It's a pretty technical trail. It's definitely a confidence builder, but when we get a good group of guys out here that can spot everybody, you know, in those difficult spots, it's slow pace. So there's a lot of getting out, mingling with people, getting to know each other better, which is what we really like to do, is, you know, building relationships and just having a good time.
With a few first-timers in tow this year, the folks at Jorgensen's did what they do best, making off-roading accessible to anyone who wants in on the adventure.
We've never done this kind of thing before, and we've been rock crawling and jumping dunes and taking little off-road trails.
A lot different from Georgia.
Yeah,
so
it's been a blast.
Haven't even seen this kind of terrain before, and then you're in an ATV climbing up the rocks. They did a great job guiding us over the difficult terrain that we weren't expecting, over rocks, over steep passes, and just kind of took something that seemed treacherous and made it feel a lot safer.
And fun.
And fun, a lot of fun.
We had a good group of people here who watched and made sure that we were taking the right lines and that everybody was safe, and luckily nobody was hurt. Can't say the same for some of the machines on this ride today.
Even if you have a mishap on the trail, when you go with a group like Jorgensen's, you know you'll always be in good hands.
It can be frustrating getting stuck or not knowing how to overcome an obstacle, but if you have a crew with you, like here at Jorgensen's, we've got a few employees who have a lot of experience driving. They'll make sure that if you get stuck or you break down, that we get you back on the road and you make it home, and that you have a positive experience and you enjoy the rest of the day.
No matter if your favorite adventures are on 2 wheels or 4, if you go on Jorgensen's First Ride, you are guaranteed to have a great time and make some wonderful memories.
Along with the First Ride, we have a lot of events, so if you're interested in this or some of our other riding events, follow us on Instagram or Facebook. We normally post the events ahead of time so people have some time to prepare for those trips, and you can always call in at the company line and we'll give you every information you need to make sure that you're there and that you're well prepared.
Just remember, a day out with Jorgensen's Power Sports is better than any day in the office. For At Your Leisure and this week's Along the Way, I'm Stephen Heumann.